We are always taught to go faster, to do more with less, to focus on the end game, to focus on the goal. But sometimes this goal obsession is the thing that will destroy your performance. Let me give you a very simple example. A number of years back, I worked for a Formula One race car team. Now, Formula One race car driving, if you're not familiar with it, these are really, really, really fast cars. They can go from 0 to 100 miles an hour back to 0 in less than 5 seconds. And as with all race cars, one of the cool parts of the race is the pit crew. So the car pulls into the pit crew, and there'll be, back when I worked with them, there were 20 guys who would change the tires, fuel the car, change the aerodynamics, do some minor maintenance, and then the car zips on its way, all in a matter of seconds. The way a pit crew goes fast is through practice. And what they do is they'll sit there with a stopwatch, and they will time the team. And a car comes in, they'll time them, the car goes out. And they'll do this over and over and over. And there is a point that no matter what they do, no matter how hard they try, no matter how hard they push themselves, they can't go 1/1000th of a second faster. This is the absolute fastest time that they can go. The head of the pit crew, though, decided he wanted to try something. And what he did was he told the pit crew members that they weren't going to be timed, but instead they were going to be evaluated on style. So as they were changing the tires, they were to think smooth. As they were fueling the car, think smooth. As they were changing the aerodynamics, think smooth. Go fast, but it's not about speed. It's about being present to what you're doing right now. What shocked them was that they were able to shave off 0.2 to 0.3 of a second off of what seemed to be their best possible time. This beat the record when they were trying hard. And what's really fascinating is when they asked the pit crew members if they were going faster or slower, everyone on the pit crew thought they were going slower. Now, there's a really important lesson for us in everything that we do. Think about sales. I did a study. One of the things we found was that people who are trying to sell, people who are trying to close the deal, focused on the goal, the end game, sell less than people who are present to the customer's needs and take care of the customer. Serving the customer leads to higher sales. I remember this one student, she came up to me. She told me that she was afraid she was going to fail one of her classes. In fact, she had already tried and had failed. She studied her butt off and failed miserably. So when she took the test the next time, she needed to shift her mind. Instead of focusing on doing well, she needed to shift her perspective. In this particular case, she decided to visualize herself as someone that she thought was powerful, who was Condoleezza Rice. Condoleezza Rice, a very smart woman, would never fail any exam that she was given. This student did not study one extra day, did not study one extra minute. Instead, each day she just visualized herself as this powerful woman. And what was fascinating is when she took the test, again, she got a 93, which was the best she'd ever done. So when we hyper-focus on goals and we aren't present to what's going on, we increase our stress levels. And these stress levels always cause us to perform at lower levels. So the next time you're working on something, next time you're trying to sell a customer, next time you're trying to solve a problem, step back, de-stress, and really look at the problem from the present moment. How can I look at this now? How can I not be focused on the end game, but rather do the best that I can do in this moment? How can I serve the customer? How can I think creatively about the problem, not worrying about if I will actually solve the problem? These are the keys to actually increasing your performance, reducing your stress. Until next time, this is Steve Shapiro.